3 minutes left. Archangel Michael says, "A letter is coming, a letter that changes everything. Inside it is your name written in golden ink and a secret you were never supposed to know, a truth about your inheritance hidden for years. But now it is finally time. Do not wait. Open this." Hey, loved one, this may sound strange, but heaven has been waiting for you to read this right now. Do your arms feel cold? That isn't a mistake. Yes, that is proof. Archangel Michael has been standing behind you, with his wings spread wide, and a letter in his hand that is so powerful that even angels got scared when they read it for the first time. This is not just any news. This is a divine gift. Even in the heavenly courts, people have been whispering your name. Now, a mysterious envelope is coming to you through prophecy, not the mail. If you don't pay attention, you might miss the only key God left for you. This is why you were picked, not because you are perfect, but because your soul holds something holy. Feel it, don't you? That ache, that longing, that strong feeling that something big and planned is about to happen. That's not making up stories. That's a divine memory slowly coming back to you. And today, Archangel Michael backs it up. You have a secret inheritance that someone very powerful tried to bury. But right now, heaven is showing it to you. Not only that, but you won't believe who sent it. From behind the veil, they cried your name last night. It was heard by Archangel Michael. He had to pay attention to it. He flew right into God's room and begged, "Father, please let me bring this message to you personally." They might miss the reason you made them if they miss it again. God replied, "Yes. It's just right that you're reading this now. There are 3 minutes left until a decision is made that can't be changed, but there is still time to say yes. Do not forget how important this message is. Archangel Michael is not scared to warn you. He is telling you this out of love. Because it's not just a letter that's coming. It is an opening, a revelation, or something that has been spiritually sealed and waiting for you in the divine realm. It is now ready to come into your physical world, but only if you pay attention. Also, beloved, let's take a moment to rest before we go any further. There is a sign if your heart is still beating fast and your eyes won't stay open. That means this is for you. We should go from recognize to agree right now, before we go any further. If you feel like something just said yes, don't keep it to yourself. You can show that you understand this message by typing Amen in the comments. This means you are ready to follow what heaven is telling you. This isn't to get attention. This is how you align. And when you write it, you show that you are there, aware, and ready. If you want to hear more from Archangel Michael, please click subscribe. The next message could contain the last instructions on how to claim what is rightfully yours. You won't find this again if you skip. Let's go back to the letter. You won't find this envelope in the mailbox. There is a spiritual order from someone who died, but did not die for you. He told them they could speak when heaven said it was okay, which it was just hours ago. While Archangel Michael delivers it, he also keeps it safe because evil forces don't want this truth to come out. Some people, even family members, didn't want you to know what was in that letter, but heaven told them they couldn't. There is a heavenly scroll with your name written on it, and the angels are now starting something that has been waiting decades. Someone tried to give it to you before, but you were too upset, distracted, or with the wrong people. That's why you never got it. However, Archangel Michael says, this is the last time it will be given. Their whole path will change if they open this. You have no idea how close you were to losing everything, but God stepped in. Also, do you know who sent this letter? That person who held your hand when you were a kid, called your name as they died, and who you still dream about even if you say you don't. That person begged heaven for this message to get to you, because you need to know something about your birthright that would have changed how you see your whole family. Now, it's your turn to find out. Archangel Michael stands with a Bible-like scroll that is sealed and glowing with holy fire. Not everyone can see it, but he is slowly and carefully opening it for you. The first words written inside will make your hand shake. It says, I gave up everything for the person I loved most, but they tried to hide it. Sorry you had to go through so much pain. That one sentence was written by someone you loved deep down. They're still there. They are seeing. They asked Archangel Michael to tell you this truth tonight, not to scare or overwhelm you, but because you needed to step into your divine assignment. You thought you were forgotten because of the curse of confusion, but that was just a lie. In reality, you were the heir. You've always been. The time is now running out. Do you feel the need, like your soul is shaking? This is because you are at a divine doorway, and the Archangel Michael has the handle in his hand. He can't open it, though, until you do. You need to say yes. If you skip this, you will lose everything that was stolen from you. What's behind that door is not just a miracle. The trust, the safety, the food, the love, the answers, and yes, the inheritance. There is more than just money and land in this inheritance. There are also spiritual gifts, the identity that was hidden, and the truth about who you are and have always been. This was known by your ancestors, but it was lost, stolen, or rewritten along the line. Now heaven is making things right. But it costs something. You can't act like you did before. The way you see the world will change after reading this message. The change will be felt by those around you. Some people will not like it. Some will want it badly. But some people will finally tell you the truth that they were afraid to say, because this letter shows everything. What does the scroll say at the very end? Keep this one safe, because what I left behind is theirs and theirs alone. With tears in his eyes, Archangel Michael is standing. Yes, angels cry when they see a soul that has been hurt unfairly, been lied to, tricked, or left behind, but has kept going, prayed, and hoped. So you are being rewarded not because you are perfect, but because you kept going even when things got hard. That's clear to God. Pay close attention. In the next 3 hours you will either align with this miracle or walk away from it forever, not by choice, but by accident. Archangel Michael says that your phone might ring. You might be asked to go somewhere. You might be tired, cranky, or antsy. The enemy is trying to stop the delivery there. If you stay long enough and don't give up, you will get everything heaven promised you. But it costs something. You can't act like you did before. The way you see the world will change after reading this message. The change will be felt by those around you. Some people will not like it. Some will want it badly. But some people will finally tell you the truth that they were afraid to say, because this letter shows everything. What does the scroll say at the very end? Keep this one safe, because what I left behind is theirs and theirs alone. With tears in his eyes, Archangel Michael is standing. Yes, angels cry when they see a soul that has been hurt unfairly, been lied to, tricked, or left behind, but has kept going, prayed, and hoped. So you are being rewarded not because you are perfect, but because you kept going even when things got hard. That's clear to God. Pay close attention. In the next 3 hours, you will either align with this miracle or walk away from it forever. Not by choice, but by accident. Your phone might ring, claims Archangel Michael. You might be asked to go somewhere. You might be tired, cranky, or antsy. The enemy is trying to stop the delivery there. If you stay long enough and don't give up, you will get everything heaven promised you. What does this inheritance include? Oh, beloved, it goes beyond money. It's land, keys, names, legal justice, restoration, closure, answers, old letters that were never sent, memories you never got to hear, and gifts you never got to open. Heaven is sick of seeing you suffer without them. Enough is enough, declares Archangel Michael. I've drawn my sword. There are no more lies. It's time. People like you do think that big things are going to happen. That is how spiritual discernment works. You were meant to do this. You were meant to carry something heavy, and now you're getting paid for it. Then pay close attention, because most people look away at this point. It's not in your nature to turn away from heaven, beloved child. You were born to bring the message from heaven to people on earth. And that message is being given to you right now, like a flame, precious, fragile, and eternal. Don't skip this, because what's coming next will make you cry, but also set you free. The letter got there through fire, prayer, and the resistance of angels. It was meant to be blocked. Someone or something worked very hard to stop this from happening. But Archangel Michael really fought for you. There were attacks from heaven on your name. Archangel Michael stood up in the courts of heaven and said, "You will not erase the one God has chosen." This person was in your family tree and tried to take you out of the book of inheritance. I'll present the scroll myself. Now he stands in front of you with that exact scroll in his hand. His robes are glowing with golden light. Plus, it weighs more than paper. It holds a divine name, yours, and decades of truth and lies passed down from generation to generation. Have you not always felt like something was missing? Like there was a room in your life that nobody ever opened, or conversations you were never allowed to hear? You were right to feel that way. It was a divine revelation. The truth was whispered to you by God before anyone else could admit it. The truth was dangerous for them, but it saved your life. Listen up. You are not far from the person who sent this letter from heaven. They have been trying to get in touch with you through songs, dreams, and even random people. There were times when someone said your name with a strange kind of affection, when you found a feather where birds don't normally fly, and when you feel a chill every time you walk down that street. Those were all signs from beyond. But today, they finally got through, and when they were told they could only send you one letter from heaven, they didn't write pages and pages. They only wrote one short, but powerful line, which Archangel Michael is now reading to you. You are the only person I believe in. Do not let them bury what I gave you. It's not just a gift, it's a trust. And heaven can't wait to see what you do with it. What will you do? Will you step up to your role, or will you believe the lies that people tell you that you are not ready, worthy, or chosen? This is the end of those lies, beloved, because God says, "You are the only one I trusted." No demon in hell can say no to you if God trusts you. There is money, a lot of money, in this inheritance. There is also land, real estate, and papers. Something was signed while you weren't there, and now Archangel Michael is showing it to you. It feels like home. You loved them, you lost them, and you would have died for them. They didn't forget about you. They kept you safe. They moved things behind the veil to make sure that the last blessing went to you and no one else. Someone on earth is now getting scared. That's because the scroll has already been opened spiritually, and they know that if you find out what's written inside, their secret will be revealed. That's why strange things have been happening to you lately. Stress you can't explain, strange dreams, and fights that happen out of the blue are not random. In other words, that is spiritual warfare. They have kept you waiting long enough, says Archangel Michael. The letter was sealed with wax from the altar of heaven. You are the only one who can break it. And as soon as you fully accept this truth and connect with this message, things will change faster than your mind can understand. There will be sudden changes in your finances, calls you didn't expect, property deals being reopened, old wills being changed, family members acting strangely, documents coming to light, and someone who tried to erase you will suddenly reach out to you while pretending to be nice. You will know the truth this time, though, because you've read what was written. You know what was said would happen. You are no longer the one who was forgotten. You are the heir that was named. This is the point where information becomes action. If your spirit knows that this truth is yours, I want you to say it out loud. Write, "I accept my inheritance," in the comments. Do not be quiet. Not really. Now is your chance to agree with what heaven did already. Writing it doesn't make God change his mind. You are telling your soul that it is okay to stop doubting what has always been yours. We're going to close this message soon, and Archangel, please, don't leave this unfinished. Michael begs you. Their inheritance will not be given to them if they leave again, because the divine door will close. He's not trying to scare you with this. He tells you this because he loves you and shared a moment with the Spirit that sent you the message. They cried a lot when they realized you wouldn't know what they left behind. You do now, though. You now know that heaven is watching. What if I'm wrong? You may be asking yourself. What if I'm not meant to have this? Dear one, the fact that you are reading this shows that it is not true. Are you sure that heaven would let you get to this message by accident? Not at all. This is divine orchestration. This is the proof that your whole life has led up to this moment. The angels are moving the stars around your fate to make it happen. That is how bad this is. You are now in a holy time. The number 3 has been following you because it is a divine code. It is also known as the Holy Trinity, or the threefold blessing. Now for the 3-minute warning. People in your family will start acting strangely. Old documents will come to light, and someone who tried to erase you will suddenly reach out to you while acting nice. You will know the truth this time, though, because you've read what was written. You know what was said would happen. You are no longer the one who was forgotten. You are the heir that was named. Please don't leave this unfinished. because this message will close soon. This is Archangel Michael beseeching you. Their inheritance will not be given to them if they leave again, because the divine door will close. He's not trying to scare you with this. He loves you and says that, because he stood next to the spirit that sent you the message and saw how sad they were, that you didn't know what they left behind. You do now, though. You now know that heaven is watching. What if I'm wrong, you may be asking yourself. What if I'm not meant to have this? Dear one, the fact that you are reading this shows that it is not true. Are you sure that heaven would let you get to this message by accident? Not at all. This is divine orchestration. This is the proof that your whole life has led up to this moment. The angels are moving the stars around your fate to make it happen. That is how bad this is. You are now in a holy time. The number 3 has been following you because it is a divine code. It is also known as the Holy Trinity, or the threefold blessing. Now for the 3-minute horn. Someone is outside the gates of heaven saying your name. They still pray good things for you, cry for you, ask God to forgive those who hurt you, and beg Archangel Michael to show this to the right people. It's now here, and you can make your choice. You can stay numb and scroll past, or you can lean in and let your heart fully open. Archangel Michael has one more thing to read from the scroll. It's the name of the person who tried to steal what you owned, and when he reads it, you'll remember something. A talk, a look, a feeling, and it will all make sense. You were right. Something they were trying to hide is now out in the open because the veil is being lifted by heaven. The last seal is being broken by Archangel Michael's sword. You can keep the inheritance. You have the power. You now have the truth. Then, beloved, take a deep breath. What's about to happen may shock you, but it will also heal you. It's no longer just about the inheritance. God's truth about why your life turned out the way it did is what it's about. Betraying people, being alone, having sudden setbacks, and having strange delays. You thought it was bad luck, but God says it's not. It was harming the spirit. Now Archangel Michael's voice is steady, but his eyes are very angry. He knows what time it is. He has looked over the records. He was in the room when the first will was written, without your name on it. He saw how someone you were sure of signed over something that was yours. They smiled at you, but they were telling lies behind closed doors to change what would happen in the future. Archangel Michael never forgot. That's why he fought today for you, which is why this message got to you now. This is the last window. Now the divine reversal can begin. Don't miss this hour, though, or it might take 7 years longer. You don't have 7 years to wait. This generational curse must now be broken by you. It's not just money, you see. It is spiritual authority. When you claim your inheritance, you get more than money. You get peace of mind. You get back the relationships that fell apart. In your body, you get better. Angels watch over your home and protect it like light. If you say yes, you will get such clear guidance that you will know who is telling you lies and who is really from God. A real property is part of the inheritance. The key to it is hidden in a box that no one has opened in years. Archangel Michael now shows me the picture. It's dirty, locked, and in a drawer that someone swore you would never open. But now that drawer is bright. Because it's time, angels are all around it. There was a picture, a promise, a memory, and a last letter in that box. To my beloved, I saw what they did to you, it says. I tried to stop it. This is all I could give. Don't let them take it again. This is your reward for loving even when no one was there to protect you, and for living. When Archangel Michael reads those lines, his voice breaks. And the only reason you're still here is because your heart was made for this moment. Some people would have given up now, but not you. You stayed. That's right. You were picked for this. Right now, something holy is being sent to your spirit. You might feel hot, cold, or like your chest is heavy. You might suddenly remember a dream or a place you haven't been to in a long time. That's not a coincidence. That is heaven turning on your system for divine guidance. Changes are being made to your life so you can find the place and promise you were meant to receive all along. Someone will try to stop it too. They always do. This time, though, Archangel Michael will be in their way. Anyone who tries to get in the way has been blocked by God. They won't be able to do it this time because you have finally lined up with God's timing. Everything that was stolen is coming back to you in a bigger way. You could start getting calls, emails, papers, or dreams that feel like they are telling you what to do. Follow the signs, advises Archangel Michael. Your steps will be shown to you. Your spirit will know. You will be compelled to make a choice, and it will be the right one because your soul is once again in touch with divine timing. God is so proud of you. Even when you cried by yourself, thought no one cared, and asked, God, do you even see me? I was there, says Archangel Michael. I was writing down every tear. These things are now being turned into payment, restoration, and reward. Take that in. This inheritance isn't just things on earth. It will never end. You change who you are at that moment. No longer have people forgotten about you. You're no longer just another person. They no longer have you in their sights. This is the chosen one. You hold the scroll. Your name was kept safe in heaven, even though it was erased on earth. In the book of life, there is a line. The angels lean in to listen as Archangel Michael reads it out loud. The seal will break today. The air will rise, and everything that has been hidden will be seen. Beloved, even before you were born, this day was predicted. From heaven, the person who sent this letter saw this moment and cried with joy because they knew that you would see, feel, and believe it one day, even if it took years. You're not supposed to be here. You're not crazy. This is not a lie. This is real. In a spiritual way, it has a timer. You can have it. If you're still not sure, know that heaven is very proud of you. Even when you cried by yourself, thought no one cared, and asked, God, do you even see me? I was there, says Archangel Michael. I was writing down every tear. These things are now being turned into payment, restoration, and reward. Take that in. This inheritance isn't just things on earth. It will never end. You change who you are at that moment. No longer have people forgotten about you. You're no longer just another person. They no longer have you in their sights. This is the chosen one. You hold the scroll. Your name was kept safe in heaven, even though it was erased on earth. In the book of life, there is a line. The angels lean in to listen as Archangel Michael reads it out loud. The seal will break today. The air will rise, and everything that has been hidden will be seen. Beloved, even before you were born, this day was predicted. The person who wrote this letter from heaven saw this moment in a dream and cried with joy because they knew that you would see, feel, and believe it one day, even if it took years. You're not supposed to be here. You're not crazy. This is not a lie. This is real. In a spiritual way, it has a timer. You can have it. Still not sure? Look at the last thing they left behind. A piece of jewelry, a picture, a note, or a scent. When you see it, you'll understand what I mean. That thing has energy in it. It was the last hint. They knew this day would come. They said prayers for it. It's now here. Stay with me, beloved, because Archangel. The divine scroll is still being unfolded by Michael. And the last part, which you are about to hear, will make you feel something very different. This is the part that shows who the enemy is, the hidden truth, the reward from God, and the confirmation from heaven you've been asking for in secret. The present moment bends time. Archangel Michael says that in heaven, the 3-minute countdown has already started. But most people don't understand this. You are not being rushed when God counts down. He is setting you up. Godly moments don't wait for people to think about what they want to do. They don't show up any earlier than your soul is ready for them. You weren't ready before, but now you are. Your spirit is now free. Now, your heart is more open. The angels can now talk about what they've been keeping from people for years. So pay close attention. The person who lied to you, smiled at you, and blocked your blessings behind your back is about to be shown. The scroll's last line has their name on it. But Archangel Michael isn't giving it to you to get back at you. He's giving it to you so that you can finally win, because you would always doubt your worth if you didn't know who waited to give you your inheritance. But now that you know the truth, you will never doubt yourself again. Archangel Michael reads the name. It's in your gut. You thought this person was guilty before, but your love for them made it hard for you to be sure. You were kind, gave them chances, and prayed they would change, but they didn't. You weren't supposed to fix them, though. It was your duty to grow up faster than them. And now, you finally do. You don't have to follow what they said anymore. You have to follow what God wrote about you. God also never tells lies. He told you how much you were worth before anyone else did. And heaven says your reward will come right away. It is going to be released. You might start to see strange confirmations in the next few days. People from your past show up out of the blue. You start to see the name of a lawyer you've never heard of. When you talk about wills, inheritances, or property, someone close to you starts to act tense. These are not just random events. There are confirmations here. You will get 3 signs in the next 72 hours, according to Archangel Michael. Note them down. Don't forget about them. Keys are those. Your destiny is being freed from spiritual locks. Seal this moment right now, as resistance breaks down and clarity sets in. Type Amen in the comments right now if you think that delays are ending and restoration is moving forward. It can be your spiritual mark. Allow divine timing to guide you. Heaven hears faith that talks as well as faith that listens, and the next part of your life will be nothing like what you've been through. Now that you're not living in the dark, you will walk, think, and talk differently. You already know. You know what you're carrying, and you know who in heaven fought so you could remember it. The letter, which is the divine inheritance, is not a sign. This is a literal. There will be a physical event that has value, weight, and the power to change things. It might come in the form of cash, a house, an item, a voice message, a bank transfer, or even someone showing up with bad news. But it is on its way, and heaven will make sure you get there. But only if you stay in line, if you don't skip this moment, and if you protect your spirit from the events that are about to happen. Everything will change as soon as you say yes in your heart, fully, bravely, and without any doubt. This is the last line of the scroll. Archangel Michael reads it slowly, almost like a prayer, with his eyes closed. If the person I loved most reads this, it means that heaven won. Tell them everything I was not allowed to say. Give them everything I forgot. I only trust them. After that, the scroll lights up. The seal is broken, and your name will always be in the book of divine inheritance. It's more than just a message. A spiritual unlocking has occurred here. Now, the wait is over. The letter is now yours because Archangel Michael spoke. Don't close your heart yet. What Archangel Michael is about to say will finish everything. This is the last part, the last whisper from heaven. This is the moment when you choose whether to walk into your divine inheritance or go back to a life that wasn't meant for you. The scroll in Archangel Michael's hands is now fully open and shining brighter than before. He stands still. It's not just light from heaven. You are the one sending it, because you have aligned and are now activating. You are not just going to get this inheritance because of your blood. It's the result of following orders, being strong, and pain that never made sense. It wasn't a mistake that the relationships, chances, and peace that were taken away from you, says Archangel Michael. It was an interception. Someone blocked your spirit. Someone said prayers against you in your ear. In the dark, someone lit candles and asked that no one remember your name. But God never forgot. Now every attempt to erase you is being rolled back. Every time there is confusion, there is also clarity. Every no that broke your heart is now a great yes. Because God always saves his best gifts for people who wait patiently. You didn't scream to get their attention. You didn't beg people to trust you. You held out. You got bigger. You are now being crowned in silence. There is a divine map in the letter. It doesn't have street names on it. Instead, it has spiritual directions. You will sense them like instincts, according to Archangel Michael. You'll know what to do, where to go, who to talk to, what door to knock on, and what paper to sign. Believe it. It won't make sense, but it will feel right. That's the confirmation from the angels. You are not just going to get this inheritance because of your blood. It's the result of following orders, being strong, and pain that never made sense. It wasn't a mistake that the relationships, chances, and peace that were taken away from you, says Archangel Michael. It was an interception. Someone blocked your spirit. Someone said prayers against you in your ear. In the dark, someone lit candles and asked that no one remember your name. But God never forgot. Now every attempt to erase you is being rolled back. Every time there is confusion, there is also clarity. Every no that broke your heart is now a great yes. Because God always saves his best gifts for people who wait patiently. You didn't scream to get their attention. You didn't beg people to trust you. It took time, but you grew. And now you are being crowned in silence. There is a divine map in the letter. It doesn't have street names on it. Instead, it has spiritual directions. You will sense them like instincts, according to Archangel Michael. You'll know what to do, where to go, who to talk to, what door to knock on, and what paper to sign. Believe it. It won't make sense, but it will feel right. That's the confirmation from the angels. Also, beloved, get ready, because people will start acting strangely around you. Some people will pull away. Some people will try to get you to do old things again. Some people will ask you about your family, your money, and your plans for the future all of a sudden. Don't say everything, advises Archangel Michael. Some people don't want to know. They are seeing. Some people aren't happy for you. They want to see how you do. Keep what God gave you safe. This inheritance isn't just money. It's about being smart. God is giving you power because you have shown that you will not abuse it. You're not wanting too much. You're not only thinking about yourself. This is why people trust you, which is why only you are reading this and not someone else. This kind of spiritual access is only given to a few people, and you, beloved, were picked, Archangel. Before the scroll closes, Michael says one last thing. Tell them this. They would never beg for love again if they knew the real them. They would never again doubt their path. Because they carry something that even the enemy is afraid of, they would never turn down their light again. Your angels are now taking their places. Your inheritance is moving forward. This is why staying connected is important. You choose to stay in the flow of what God is doing when you subscribe, not just today but also in the future. To be prophetically aligned, there must be continuity. Don't break a promise in the middle of it. Stay in line so you don't miss what heaven has in store for you next. Things are changing for you, and your soul is waking up. You are free now that you have this letter or message. Not only from lack of money, but also from pain. Not just from doubt, but also from not knowing what will happen. Not only from generational curses, but also from generational blessings. The kids of your children will be lucky that you said yes today. The energy is still there even though Archangel Michael has folded the scroll. Why? When the scroll ends, the door it opened in your life will begin again. Plan for visits. Prepare for dreams. At 3:33 a.m., you can expect downloads in your spirit. You can expect money to come from odd places. Fear not what you expect, but be ready for it. Now, heaven is taking care of you. And the person who sent you this message is smiling, not because they are gone, but because they got through to you. Now their soul is resting because they have finished their last mission. Because you opened it, because you stayed, because you paid attention, it's your turn now. Be the air you are and live like it. Talk like the air you are. Walk like the air you are. Remember that Archangel Michael is still standing behind you, with his wings spread out and his sword drawn. He is watching over you, protecting you, and delivering you. You'll smile and say, "It all began with a letter," when they ask how things changed. Now, beloved, Archangel Michael has been asked by heaven to tell you one last thing. It's a secret that has been kept from you since before you were born. Is Archangel Michael talking slowly now? No, he's not. He's just sure that this is the moment when everything will make sense for you. You were never meant to struggle this long, he says as he gets close. Take that in. You were never meant to be through that much trouble by yourself. As long as you act like everything is fine, you were never meant to fight those silent battles. It wasn't God's plan for what happened to you. It was interference, spiritual warfare, and jealousy that was disguised as concern between generations. Some people saw your light too early and tried to dim it. You used to believe what they said, more than what God said, but no longer. Because you can see again now that the light is back on. The Archangel Michael can see it. He sees your soul dwelling on the past. He sees the divine codes in your spirit coming to life. Heaven is happy about this. You finally know who you are after all the pain, failures, and silence. You're not hurt. You're not cursed. We haven't forgotten about you. You're getting something. You can't go back and change what you know now. You can't go back. That's not possible, because this message wasn't just meant to tell you something. It came to bless you. You now have a divine inheritance that includes a change in your finances, unexplained legal favor, protection over everything with your name on it, dreams coming true again, forgiveness all of a sudden, a call from someone who hasn't talked to you in years, and divine insight, the power to tell when someone is lying to you. It's a gift that only comes out after being lied to for a long time, according to Archangel Michael. Your circle may get smaller now that yours is online, but your peace will grow. This is also important. That which you now carry is not just yours. It's for the people who are looking at you and think you're strong, but don't have the guts to believe in miracles yet. They want to know if this is real, and your breakthrough will show them. This wasn't just given to you by heaven. You are the vessel. People will know they were never left behind when you walk in your blessing. You're the sign. You are the sign. You are the thing that makes God remember. Also, Archangel Michael wants you to say this out loud. Tonight, even if it's just a whisper. I agree to take my inheritance. I forgive those who tried to stop it. I'm ready for the life God planned for me. Say it. Feel it. Take a deep breath in, because something will change the air as soon as you do that. A calm, peaceful feeling that wraps around your room. That's not making up stories. That's angels covering up what they just gave you, what they just activated, or what they just woke up inside you. Now Archangel Michael steps back. He has delivered his message and kept his promise, but he does leave you with one last instruction. Don't forget who you were before everything made you doubt yourself. Come back to that. That's where your power is. That's where your miracle starts. And beloved, the rest of your story will be beautiful because you now have the letter that was hidden. The secret that was hidden is now out in the open. This wasn't just given to you by heaven. You are the vessel. People will know they were never left behind when you walk in your blessing. You're the sign. You are the sign. You are the thing that makes God remember. Also, Archangel Michael wants you to say this out loud. Tonight, even if it's just a whisper, I agree to take my inheritance. I forgive those who try to stop it. I'm ready for the life God planned for me. Say it. Feel it. Take a deep breath in. Because something will change in the air as soon as you do that. A calm, peaceful feeling that wraps around your room. That's not making up stories. That's angels covering up what they just gave you, what they just activated, or what they just woke up inside you. Now Archangel Michael takes a step back. He has delivered his message and kept his promise. But he does leave you with one last instruction. Don't forget who you were before everything made you doubt yourself. Come back to that. That's where your power is. That's where your miracle starts. Also, beloved, the rest of your story will be beautiful. You now have the letter that was hidden. The secret that was hidden is now out in the open. The inheritance that was put off has now been given out. And now, the angels who are waiting are happy because you made the right choice. Heaven opened everything for you because you opened this. So, beloved, as the winds of heaven start to calm down and the last echoes of this holy message fill your soul, no longer out of duty, but out of love, Archangel Michael gives one last silent bow. Since you didn't just listen, what you got, you didn't just open your eyes, you let your spirit out. That changes everything. You have no idea how this moment has changed things in the spiritual world. There is no longer a chain. There is no longer a curse. A promise that was lost has been brought back to life. And now, there is light all around your name. Now Archangel Michael doesn't look at you like a stranger, but as a divine friend who has watched your story from the background and held back tears every time you doubted your worth. He smiles now that you see what he has seen the whole time. You were always good enough. You were picked all along. Well, you were always the heir that was due. Your pain was so great because you didn't know that, beloved. You now know, though. That can't be taken away from you again by anything or anyone. There is now a claim on the spiritual inheritance. The letter has been read. The person who sent it is dancing in heaven with it. You might feel them. Tonight in a whisper, a breeze, and a light that flickers. That isn't a mistake. Yes, that is proof. This is how they say, "You heard me. Thanks." Also, Archangel Michael is not leaving. The nights to come, he will still keep an eye on you. He will put feathers, numbers, strange faces, and old songs in your path as divine signs. These aren't little things. There are holy signs here to remind you that your inheritance has been activated, your timeline is changing, and God has rewritten your future. After today, pay attention to how different people treat you. Notice how the mood changes when you walk into a room. Pay attention to how you say no to things you used to put up with. The world can feel when heaven crowns a soul. You, beloved, were just given a crown. I want you to ground this identity shift before we go any further. "I walk in divine alignment" should be written in the comments. These words don't mean anything. They show where to go. Your choice to move forward, think differently, and receive differently changes when you declare them. This is how you carry the new thing that came out. Here is what comes next. You can expect quick justice in a case that has been stuck. You should get money from somewhere you forgot about. You won't believe this, but you can expect a phone call that starts with that. Your energy will also rise even if nothing changes around you, because your soul knows the shift is real. And if you start to doubt, just whisper Archangel. Michael already gave it to them. I have nothing to worry about because you are now walking under a divine covering. You can feel safe in your home. Your future is safe. Now, your blessings are after you. And the person who plotted against you in the past will have no choice but to watch your rise. Not out of anger, but because they will see the truth. Now the message is your life. You show that God never makes a mistake. You show that heaven always brings good things, even if it takes years. You look like a letter. The scroll is also no longer with Archangel Michael. It's in yours, signed, sealed, and sent. Now, beloved, as the last light from heaven wraps around your spirit, Archangel Michael whispers the words that you were not allowed to say out loud before. These words carry the weight of every miracle you were denied, and every truth you were kept from you, every good thing that was put off. You are not just the heir, he tells her. You are the one who found what was lost. Feel that in your heart. You are in charge of holy things, prayers from the past, divine plans written before time began, and a future that someone else tried to write but failed to do. Because your spirit wouldn't die. Even though it was dark, your heart still said yes, because you stood there, even though your knees were shaking. You still believed even when no one could see you, and heaven paid attention. Child, this wasn't just a message. He made a deal with God, or a spiritual unlocking. And when you get to the end of this scroll, an old door will open. It will be clear to you in the middle of the night, when you sleep, when strangers look at you differently, and when the silence falls over you. You will soon wake up and realize that you are not the same person you used to be. Heaven can't touch a soul and make it the same, and God just touched you. Archangel Michael slowly turns now. He spreads his wings out like golden fire to protect your future from the ghosts that try to bind it in the past. And in his last look at you, he says something that takes away the veil. It wasn't a warning. This message was an invitation. You answered, which makes you different from everyone else. Some people saw the signs and scrolled right by. Some people felt the pull, but still had doubts. But you leaned in when you heard the voice. That's right. You had faith. Yes, you said. Now heaven is rewarding you in ways that are so great that your mind hasn't even thought of them yet. What is going to happen can't be explained. You'll get emails that say things like, approved. You will find things that used to be lost that have your name on them. Out of the blue, people will say, sorry. The air in your home will change. It will be heavier when you are calm and lighter when you are upset. This is because the atmosphere is responding to how you are positioned. Also, my beloved, you will never walk in fear again. You will never again try to get people to understand you. You will never again lower your frequency to fit into rooms you are too big for. You are going up. You are turning on. You are now the living embodiment of a promise from heaven. Do this tonight when everything is quiet. Close your eyes, light a candle, put your hand over your heart, and whisper to God, thank you for trusting me with what other people didn't want. I'm ready. I get this. I will never miss my miracle again. Then pay attention, because you might hear Archangel Michael's voice again. But this time, it was quiet instead of thunderous. It will sound like this too. We've been waiting for you to finally get here. The scroll is now closed. The message is locked up. There is music from the angels. And the start of your new life has already come. Now, my beloved, as the stars start to shine with new meaning and the space between earth and heaven turns a faint golden color, Archangel, there is one last time Michael speaks, but this time he does not warn or rush. Instead, he speaks with a deep, eternal calm. Because you didn't just hear this message, his voice now sounds like destiny has been fulfilled and your name has been written, spoken, and protected in the language of angels. You turned into it. You are now the living scroll, the walking miracle, and the whispered answer to prayers said by someone long ago but never forgotten. They knew this day would come. That's why they believed the wings. So, they had faith in Archangel Michael. That's why they believed you. They did this because they saw something in your spirit that no one else did. And heaven never missed it. You might still feel like you're not good enough, like you're too broken, too confused, or too far behind. But Archangel Michael wants you to know for sure that you are fine. You were just ready for the right time. And now was the right time for you. There is no such thing as the last inheritance. To know that you are loved, safe, and at home right now is to remember the truth and awaken to the divine. That pain you've been carrying around for years starts to go away. You hid your shame so deep that it starts to come out. That weight you were never meant to carry is now off of you, because you read the message. That one action changed everything. Behind the scenes, heaven is already making plans for you. People wake up with your name on their hearts and feel like they need to reach out right away. It is divine timing that documents are being put in envelopes. There are more keys in your hands now. You'll start to feel safe in places that used to make you feel weak. It's because your inheritance was never just about getting things that belong to you, that you will feel drawn to them. You had to become the person your ancestors hoped you would be, the version of yourself that doesn't shrink, and the reason why other people will never have to go through what you did. The last gift from Archangel Michael is not gold. It may not be property. It's seeing clearly now, seeing who you really are, seeing what's right for you, seeing what's next, and seeing yourself as the person heaven always knew you could be. As you leave this message, know that you are not going it alone. As you walk, light-written scrolls follow you. You are being watched over by angels who won't let you fall again. Heaven's weight is behind you, and only miracles lie ahead. Tonight you sleep differently, not out of fear, but because you're full. You'll dream of water, light, and wind. Those are all signs that the storm is over. The letter has been sent. There is no longer a seal. Your life will never be the same again. Beloved, you are not just receiving an inheritance. You are living proof that heaven does what it says it will do. Dove shines. It's now done. Archangel Michael has just spoken. Heaven has saved us. And now you, child of fate, have finally answered. This is it, beloved. Heaven is getting closer as the silence fades and the air feels different, lighter but deeper. Archangel Michael is still there, but he's not there to talk loudly. He's just there to watch. His presence is now calm, sure, and full. This is the glow that comes after alignment. It's when what was promised is fully released. The rate at which you breathe may slow down. Your thoughts may start to calm down. It's because something inside you has finally let go. The time for waiting is over. The time for striving is over. The time for questions is over. What's left is to know. Being aware of who you are, being aware of what was meant for you. Being aware that the tears, the silence, and the years when answers never came were all worth it. Heaven wasn't gone. Heaven was getting ready. Now that the planning is done, the possession has come. You are entering something that was written a long time ago, before you understood it. As you move forward in life, You will no longer have to prove yourself. You are moving toward peace that doesn't depend on what other people think. Also, Archangel Michael wants you to remember this moment, because the world might try to tell you that it never happened one day. When doubt starts to talk again, when old voices try to take over your mind again, fear tries to look like logic sometimes. At that point, come back here. Don't forget how your spirit knew the truth before your mind did. Remember how your gut told you yes, even though you didn't have proof? That is your guide now. That is your hold. That's the gift that no one can ever take away from you. The external changes, like the money, documents, justice, and restoration, will come next. But the internal change is already done. It's no longer time for you to be picked. No longer do you want to be seen. You're walking like you know you were chosen all along. Additionally, as an archangel, as Michael slowly pulls away, he does so around you, like a shield instead of a spotlight. This chapter is closed by heaven. It shouldn't be with noise or show, but with certainty. The kind that doesn't fade. The kind that doesn't need to be reassured all the time. The kind that stays steady even when it's loud outside. So, beloved, please carry this quietly. Carry it with confidence. Move it forward. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to talk anyone into it. Your life will tell people about you. Your peace will clear things up. When you line up, doors will open on their own. This is what it means to get truth instead of just things. From now on, every move you make is given permission by heaven. Any choice you make now makes more sense than it did before. Every door that you walk through will feel like one you've been walking toward your whole life. Since you have, you are now here. There is no more to say. The promise is real. The gift is still alive. And you, beloved, are right where you should be all along. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress towards your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional, but your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.